in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give to the running back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing, scrambling away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Turns it loose. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Past the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. The thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Shaw. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Fires to the tight end. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They'll throw it from the red zone. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Now improvising. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target over the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. Runs through the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. So close to that end zone. Almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Flips it out to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 10 to Miami. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the 1st down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on the
stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Tagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cardinals! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Orlando. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Orlando. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught behind the line, it's Sampson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game today.
The Cardinals will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Unloads quickly. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down.
Makes the grab past the marker. Turning it on. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to TFL.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fighting off the defender. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Creates a little room. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open.
Oh, a lot of space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on second down. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Inside the 35. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now staring at a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, TCU! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Buys a little extra time. He wants a big play here late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big eye.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Quarterback moving. Got rid of it just in time. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Oh, look out on the right. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's knocked down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Rides the back on the option to give. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2.
He wants to take the top off. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got his man. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
The Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance.